Alright, now we're recording. Do you guys think it looks better if I'm like up here, up close to the camera, or like back here? I'm just trying to figure out what the right orientation would be for the camera. Let me know. Hey guys. So today I want to do a follow-up to the video I did about 2 weeks ago, the DecaGear video. By the way, I just want to mention that video got like over 1,000 views, nice. And that is awesome. And just thank you for that. So there's been a lot of information that's come out since then, some interviews and some other things that I'm gonna go over. Yeah, let's do it. I have a list of stuff right here on my screen, on my little virtual desktop thing, so let's do it. So most of the information today is going to be from an interview by Mixed Reality TV, or MRTV. What I have is a summary of a 30-minute summary he made of like an hour-long thing that he made. It was 3 hours and then he edited it down to 1. There's a lot of details missing, obviously, so I would recommend checking out his video. It's going to be down in the description. Yeah. Okay, so first up on the list is the eye tracking. The DecaGear has face and eye tracking built in, but there is one thing that I wanted on the headset that they don't have, which is foveated rendering. So what that is it tracks where you're looking, and so it only renders where you're looking in full resolution, and everything else is in a lower resolution, and that allows you to save up GPU space while you don't even notice the difference. The problem is that the cameras that they're using on the DecaGear are not fast enough for that. So that's unfortunate, but maybe a DecaGear 2 will have that. Who knows? All the tracking on the headset is done by the headset itself. It's going to have a mobile processor in it, which is going to both free up CPU power on your computer and also power all the wireless stuff when you're using it in wireless mode. The DecaAir, which is their wireless adapter, is really just a 7,000 milliamp hour battery pack. That's all it is, because all the wireless guts are in the headset itself, so you're just getting a power source. The inside-out tracking itself is reverse engineered from Oculus's inside-out tracking system. So yeah, called it. But it works a different way from Oculus's. So in Oculus's, they have several dots on the rings of the controllers. That allows the headset to track where it is. On the DecaGear, that's going to be pattern-based. The patterns themselves actually looked really cool. They reminded me a lot of like 80s Tron. I would love to just have my controllers just have that pattern exposed. It looked really cool. The controllers have built-in batteries. They're not like AA's or anything. They charge over USB-C, and you get 6 to 7 hours on the charge. It'll take you 1 hour to charge them. Me personally, I think this is just kind of unfortunate, because one of the things I like about the Oculus Touch controllers is that they use AA's. So instead of having to recharge them every time that they run low, I just have a set of rechargeable AA's. I have 4 of them. The controllers only need 1 each, so I can swap out one pair for a different pair and then charge the other pair while I'm using this pair. It's seamless, and I can get right back to playing. But, you know, I doubt that I'll be playing for 6 to 7 hours straight, so it's no big deal. The DecaGear's speaker system is very similar to that of the Quest. It's not like headphones, it's open ear, so it's not ideal, but like, in my opinion, they kind of need to include some sort of audio solution. They can't just not have one. I was talking with some friends on Discord about this, and they were like, well, why don't you just like not put some on there? And then I thought, you know, well, what about Joe Casual over here who doesn't know anything about VR? He's just gonna want to plug it in and play, and he can't do that if there's not any headphones built in. So I basically just think that the speaker system is not super ideal, but better than nothing. And if you don't want to use the speaker system, there is a headphone jack built into the headset. The headset has 2 connectors for wired mode. It's a DisplayPort and USB 3 connector. I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous video, but they have a hip tracker. That's called the DecaMove. It tracks your hip direction. It allows for better movement overall. Usually in VR games, your direction is based on either your headset or your controllers. So if you're looking one direction, that's the way you're going. or if you move your controller this way, then you go that way. With the DecaMove, you can just face the direction you want to go, and then you're free to do anything else while you go that way. So say I was running this way while I have someone shooting at me this way, I could run this way while aiming and shooting at him. It's one of those things where you don't realize how useful it would be until it's mentioned. And if you're interested in getting one but don't want a DecaGear, well, I have good news for you. They're going to sell those separately and they can be used with any headset. Well, I'm not sure about Quest, but definitely any PC VR headset, anything that supports Steam VR. In my previous video, I said that the $450 price was most likely a pre-order price and that the cost would be bumped up over time. Apparently, they're not going to do that. They're planning on having the $450 price as the price for as long as possible. It's essentially supposed to make a statement, you know, hey, we're Megadodo Games and we make really great hardware at a really great price. In your face, Oculus. Whether or not they can actually achieve that, who knows. But I do have some information later on in the video that makes it more likely. They've also announced that they're going to do a Kickstarter. So that's going to begin after the prototype units are sent to the content creators. So Mixed Reality TV, Thrill Seeker, Virtual Reality Oasis, Nathy, just all of those guys, all of them. The ones that, you know, review headsets and all that stuff. It'll be interesting to see what the content creators think of the headsets, because apparently the developers said that they're not going to start the Kickstarter until the content creators are happy with it, which is surprising. I guess you could just say that that means they're confident about their product, but I do understand wanting to make sure your product is quality before throwing it on Kickstarter. If you've already pre-ordered the headset through the $10 pre-order option, you can still get it for $450, no problem. By the way, now that I'm talking about payment options, I do want to mention some clarifications from my last video. I put these in the comments of that last video, but I doubt all of you guys saw that. So first off, you cannot pre-order the headset in full, just the $10 reservation. I apologize, I got reservation and pre-order confused. I heard everyone saying, oh, I pre-ordered, and then I heard people saying, oh, I reserved. I'm just like, okay, so that means that the pre-order is the full price and the reservation is you're going to pay later. And if you decide at any time if you want to opt out of the $10 option, you can do that and they'll give you a refund. Additionally, they have since added PayPal as a payment option, so yay. I have already pre-ordered my DecaGear that way. I just wasn't in the mood to go get a prepaid Visa. So anyway, that's it for the MRTV interview, and I have just a bit more to go through before I cap off this video. Last Tuesday, another YouTuber by the name of Thrill Seeker had shown the results of his interview with the DecaGear team. He didn't do the interview on Tuesday, he just said what, you know, he had gotten from them in terms of info. And one of those things was a parts breakdown image. And this is like really cool because it's honestly a genius design what they're doing here. So instead of making like custom parts like most headset manufacturers would do, everything is all off-the-shelf components. Pretty much all the tracking and everything is being done through software instead of hardware, and that will help bring manufacturing costs way down. There are still some custom parts though, such as the custom lenses. They had to make those custom so they could fit in the eye tracking camera, and those lenses will give you 114 degrees field of view. By comparison, Quest is 90 degrees field of view. So I'm looking through 90 degrees right now, and it's already pretty large, so I'm looking forward to it being larger. The visor on the front, so I originally thought the visor was going to be some sort of glossy plastic. I had a friend tell me that it's actually a vinyl sticker. But that's not true. It actually is glossy plastic. And it actually can be swapped out. It attaches to the headset using magnets, and you can swap that out with whatever you like. I don't know if they're gonna make any separate DecaGear face plates, but they are planning on releasing the CAD models for the visor soon so that you can make your own. And I am looking forward to how creative people are going to get with that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Anyway, doing some quick math, I figured out how much the total manufacturing costs for the headset would be based off this graph. Please keep in mind this is a very very rough estimate, and it's not entirely accurate. It's based off of estimations that they gave us. They can't give us solid numbers because they're under contract for a few of these things, and also prices can vary depending on how much of the components they're buying, because buying in bulk makes it cheaper. Anyone who's been to Costco will tell you that. So anyway, taking the minimum prices for all of the parts, we get $182.50. If we take the maximum prices, that'll be $293.50. So that's a fairly decent profit there, but you also have to keep in mind that that is not counting the controllers, strap, or the shell. Although I don't imagine the shell would cost much, but still, keep that in mind. Based off those numbers, I would estimate about $100 profit each headset, which actually isn't that bad. It may not be a good enough profit margin for other companies, but for DecaGear, it seems pretty reasonable. And that's it. Let me know what you guys think of the DecaGear based on the new info that we've got. And let me know what you think of just my, the thing I was asking in the beginning. You know, should I do up front? Should I do back? I'm trying to get some audience feedback here, so just let me know. As for my content itself, I am looking into doing more consistent videos, because I am enjoying making the DecaGear videos, and I'm considering focusing on VR stuff for my channel. Honestly, I don't want to do like just VR, because like everyone else who's using a VR chat avatar and filming in VR chat is obviously talking about VR, and I just want to mix things up and talk about something that you might not expect an anime catboy to talk about. Well, technically my avatar is supposed to be a kitsune, but who cares? It looks more like a wolf boy anyway. I don't know. When I had the avatar commission, I just said put ears and tail on that thing, and yep, there we go. Yeah, that's all I have to say about pretty much everything. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I have to lock my gestures, because if I don't do that, then when I go into my Oculus menu, my hands will get stuck in the open position, and that just doesn't look right. And I have to keep my Oculus thing open, because that's where I have my script. Alright, so, first thing I want to... Oh, shit. Oh, that's annoying. I can't turn off the mouse. That's annoying. Whoa. We're just gonna do like a technology connection style outro where I have all my issues just right here. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Good. I did not want to change that. We'll just leave it open. Fuck it. I'll just keep my hands down here.